This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
To throw, Mayfield. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Being chased out left. And he's got this down to the 35. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, this is Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Green's got it over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. He sets to fire deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Seahawks are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. After 1, it's 9-0. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles. 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
And he fires one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Ray McCloud. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Green here. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
To throw is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end Tunyon. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Rodgers to throw once more. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And they'll get this down to the 10. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in the conference.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. B.J. Hill, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll give it to Chubb, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Going deep here for Parker. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. They're there's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 44, Rodgers to Barkley on the check down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment.
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Mike Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Eluding the pressure right. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On play action, Rodgers. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
A giant hole up the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Touchdown. That's caught. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Williams brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 11. Mayfield. Connection made with Shenault. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Here's Mayfield. He's airing it out for Williams. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Mike Williams with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out. And the Packers pick it up. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And now here is another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Flushed out right. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield on the move to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. From the gun, Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. A run for Nick Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Drops it off for Chubb. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
Yeah, they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. A give to Barkley out of the gun, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley.
And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on 1st down.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They'll go to Barkley again.
And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So the victory here for Seattle. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just get going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.